Hey, Silver, how are you? Hi, Dennis. How's it going? Hi, James. Yeah, long. It hasn't been morning for a long time. I should know because I started mine at 4 this morning. Hi, Pages. How you doing? Um, no real agenda or anything. It's just I've been working on purple is my color. I don't know what I had that was purple. Um, no real agenda. I was just trying to get some stuff done. I bought a new external hard drive, 2 terabyte, 3 terabyte, whatever it is, hard drive. So spent all day moving things from my old hard drive over to the new one. And that took all day. I started at 8 o'clock this morning, backed up the computer. I had to make a partition first and all that stuff I used to hate doing way back in the day. I had to do it again. Hey, Never Ending Saga. Steve, right? How are you? It is extremely unusual for me to be on this late. Hello, Lady Hemlock. Here, I'll do this like everybody else does. Anybody want to come in and chat? There's the link. It is extremely unusual for me to be on this late because typically I'm mellowing out and watching a movie or something and then hitting the hay. But that's why I get up at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. I know. But I'm a early to bed, early to rise type of guy. Usually I take Maddie with me. I take her every morning. We go to Dunkin' Donuts. Sometime right at 6 when they open. Sometimes at 5:30 we'll go for a walk first when it's still dark. Yeah, I said your name. It's thundering outside, so she's scared shitless right now. She's like right by my feet. It's funny, I don't think it's raining. It's just thundering and lightning. But that's Florida weather for you. Any chance I can use that. So how is everybody? Yeah, call me Steve again. Hello. Oh, then it's Kevin. All right, it's Kevin. I'm sorry. Kevin's. That's why I don't like calling people by their real name. I call people by the name on the screen on the chat. For one thing, I don't know if people really want me to use their or want us to use their name. If they would, that would be their name. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I know.
Good evening, sir.
How you doing?
I can't complain. I figured I saw you come live for a minute. I'd just come in and say hi.
Okay.
I did not mean to.
I don't even want to talk about it or anything. I guess it was the day. It was Monday. It was a typical sucky start to a Monday.
Oh, I ain't even going into it, Mark. So how are you today?
Good. How you doing?
I can't complain. You want to see what I found today?
I got your box. Thank
Awesome.
you. I haven't opened it up. Hello, Penny Day. I haven't opened it up yet. But no, it just, I went in there and all I did was type in good morning or good afternoon. It's like, oh shit. And what the hell? I'm out of here.
Oh no, it wasn't even that. It wasn't even that. I was looking at already seeing a lot of the bigger names in the chat, and I'm like, oh gosh. And I mean, we already knew it was going to be a crap storm to begin with.
Yeah.
And
And I left
I'm
right
glad.
away. And although I have to admit, people said, I got emailed, hello, Dolly. Dolly, the link's in there if you want to come in and just chat. I'm a little bit off today, Dolly, and I've been working on the computer all day, so I just turned it on because it's unusual for me to go on.
You want to see what I found today?
Sure. I don't know what that is.
It's a big old quartz cluster.
Oh, okay. What do they call those? A geostone? A geo?
It's actually from part of a geode that was that belonged to a couple here in the Fayetteville area, and this is actually a piece that broke off, and I managed to grab it for $10.
Wow.
It's about a $30 to $40 specimen.
Very nice. Fluffy's in the house. Fluffy, I don't know if your ears were ringing. Dolly driving home from the warehouse.
Do you know anybody who collects Zippos?
I buy a few only because I want to. I'm doing something. I'm planning a Christmas present for my buddy, but my friend and I, my very, very good, like my brother, we opened up a smoke shop in 1985.
Oh, cool.
And I already had 3 businesses going. So after about a year, I gave my end of the business to his brother, and he still has it going today. The
Nice.
biggest smoke shop in the country right now. He's got 3
cool.
I'm trying to get some old stuff. K4? Oh, NATO. Oh, wow.
And it's a Kosovo Zippo.
Oh, very nice.
But here's the real kicker to the whole thing. It is still sealed, never used.
Hold on. Why are you leaving Never Ending Saga? Did I say something to piss you off?
Please don't leave because of me.
I have that talent, I guess. But you don't have to leave. That is very cool. I've been buying some 80s Zippos and paraphernalia, ones with like cigarette companies on them. I want to see if there used to be a frame place in Kissimmee that like I would give him action figures and mini posters or 8x10s, and he would do a nice, beautiful mounting with the action figure and the poster and everything, in the shadow box type thing. But I haven't been by there in years and years and years.
Well, here's another one. This one says Bosnia now.
Wow. Yeah, very nice. So good for me. I think those would be better for military collectors.
But
wow.
Another one that's never been used.
Nice, very nice.
You don't know anybody who's a drinker, do you?
That collects bar memorabilia, that type of stuff. No. Kentucky bourbon, straight bourbon whiskey. What is it?
Sorry. Oh, hush. It's my phone going off. Had to pull it out.
Jim Beam. Wow.
It's a brass case.
There's the link if anybody wants to come in and chat. Very nice.
Yeah, the guy was really quick to let me know I was stealing them. I'm like, no, I'm just giving you what you told me to give you.
Dennis will buy that one off you, he said.
I need this.
Oh, really?
He's a collector. He knows his stuff. He's a collector.
I don't have my other screen up so I can see what the chat is.
You're in North Carolina.
I am in North Carolina, yes.
North Carolina, Penny.
Dennis, what's your offer?
The link's right there if anybody wants to come in and chat. I just wanted to come on. I've been on the friggin' computer all day doing cleaning and putting my new external hard drive together. So,
Gotta love that.
not really.
Yeah, working on a computer's never fun.
Well, I found a lot of old files from 2006 and 7 and stuff. So I don't need those anymore.
Oh, wow.
Well, when you're a real estate broker, you got to hold stuff for 7 years.
Yeah.
So I went back and I made sure I'm just at 7 years again. And, you take 20 to 50 pictures of a home and, all right, I closed the file. Let me just save 2 and get rid of everything else. But it's time consuming.
Mm-hmm. I hear you.
Dennis said he'll give you $20.
I've actually got it listed on eBay for 25.
Well, 25 on eBay.
Open this for me?
Dennis 20. No fees. Is that free shipping on eBay?
I think I got it listed at like $3-4.
Okay.
Here, what do you
You're close. Dennis said 25 then.
Bear with me 1 second. Where's it at?
Hey, Jerry.
What's
Hello,
up, Jerry?
How are you?
tired.
Busy day?
Spent a lot of money.
Oh,
If you
really?
want to shoot me an email right there, I'll get in contact with you and we can make that arrangement if you'd like to do that. I'm up for that.
Sounds good, Dennis.
There you
Thank
go,
you, sir.
Lenny.
Oh, I saw those earlier.
Oh, you got those?
Yeah. Lenny
Those
asked
are-
for them.
Yeah, those are the only 2 that are like I just remember them as a kid.
Hey, Swamp Picker. Yeah, but they don't move. They're like, what, 5 points articulation or 4 points articulation?
I don't know.
But guys, I hate to jump off of here. My wife's giving me dirty looks.
Okay.
So y'all have a good night. Jerry, we'll talk to you later.
Yep.
Paul, you take it easy. Enjoy those
Yeah.
cars.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so flea markets, garage sales, all the above.
Yeah. Was at a couple of estate sales, couple of garage sales, and just the run of the stores, and because we had to go out go do errands, and it was like, I mean, I love the box art for it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, if they did that for the poster, that would have been awesome.
Yep. That's the San Diego Comic-Con reissue, yeah.
Yeah.
Without the John's weapons or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to a Walmart the other day. And you know how you said, I think it was just like 3 days ago, you know how you said Walmart, you're finding out that their shelves are empty and their shelves are empty.
Yep.
I went in looking for vitamins. So I got it, went down the aisle. There's like 5 women stacking the beauty section. One lady walks around the corner. I asked the other lady, I says, what's her name? And she says, Joanne. I says, hey, Joanne. And it was one of the ladies that used to work under me at the Poinciana Walmart. So I says, hey, you're here now? And this was when I first moved down here in 03, 02. And she says, no, no. She says, they're sending us around, excuse me, to all these stores to work the back room. She says, you can see it. If this is your store, you can see that their shelves are empty. I says, oh, yeah, the shelves are empty everywhere. The whole store you went through, there's like 10 people working in
Trying to
food.
fill up shelves.
Yeah, I mean, their back room must be packed. So I said, well, that's cool. And we talked for a few minutes. I went by the toy department. I figured, well, maybe they'll have the AEW figures out now.
No.
They had the Masters of the Universe.
Well, what's up with that? To interrupt you for a second, I've gone to 3 Walmarts, and basically all it is Skeletor.
Wow, and that's the hard one that everybody wants.
They got like 2, 4, like either 6 or 8 pegs is nothing but Skeletor on, and I'm like, what's up with that? What is it? The case only came with Skeletor?
Wow, that's funny because that's when you look at the threads, that's the one that everybody's looking for.
Well, I can see why, because we have them down here at our Walmart. We don't have the other people.
I just picked up Tila and the other girl there. Evelyn, I think. Yeah, I just picked up those 2. And they had another figure that was hey, Queen Cleopatra.
Hi, Queen.
And Dawn. Hello, Dawn.
Hey, Dawn.
They had another set of, it's just on the table in the other room. I should grab it. But I said, wow, I haven't seen these in a while. I know these have been out for a while. But
the only 2 I haven't seen yet is Man at Arms, and I want to say Beast Man.
Yeah, Beast Man I don't think comes out until February.
But those are the only 2 I haven't seen out.
Okay.
I've got the He-Man, I've got the Skeletor, I got the 2 girls. So it's just the other 2 that it's like also on the Kong versus Godzilla, well, Godzilla versus Kong. They haven't released the Bat one and Kong with the airplane.
Okay, yeah, I saw the Godzilla one, and it's like, come on, you're doing Bronto feet again. Just don't. I'm not a fan of that Godzilla.
Well, they're doing whatever, they're just pushing out there, and
right. Yeah, they were packed. They were jam-packed. They had more employees in there than they had customers. And man, were they working.
Yeah. But like I said, that's because you go to most of these Walmarts and the shelves are basically empty.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, there's still only one door open.
Yep. You can only go in through one way, and that's it.
Yep.
And it's usually the food end that they want you to go in by.
There's the link if anybody wants to come in and chat. This is a rare occasion for me to go on this late. This is past my bedtime, so
I'm just starting.
I've been up since 4 this morning, so I just wanted to come in. Just things have been eating at me too, because I'm working quiet right here. I bought a new, I don't know, 2 terabyte, 3 terabyte, I forget what it is now, external hard drive to take, because I think my old one's going to start to fail pretty soon. So I had to put a partition on that, and I forgot how to do it, so I got to research it and blah, blah, all this happy baloney. So I'm moving files. I'm backing up the computer, which took probably 4 hours. And then your mind just starts rolling because there's nothing on YouTube to listen to, which is decent quiet noise, I guess. I didn't want to put the radio on because it's crap on the weekends. So
crap most of the time down here. They play the same 40 songs.
Yeah. Me too, Paul. I went to bed at 3 a.m. and got up at 5. Wow. Queen, why don't you come in? I have never talked to you. Only in the chat. How is your husband doing? I've been really Sandy keeps telling me, go home. Just go. I said, well, you want me to take the dog? No, you don't have to. Just go. And I said, well, what if I find something? It's too soon. I said, well, what the hell's the use of me going home then? So, do you think I look any better, Queen? I feel like crap.
Like I said, just the last 2 days, just been running around and picking up stuff. Like I got this, an old Coca-Cola sign.
Oh, wow. Yeah, nice.
You know, got it for a good price, along with a few other things. And
The
also,
auction's been having those Coke and Pepsi signs. And I said, no. So let me see the back of it. And there's the friggin' barcode. Those are the repops from Hobby Lobby.
yeah,
I got to admit, though, Hobby Lobby does a great job with them. But, people were paying $50, $60 for one. And I'm saying, that's ridiculous. You can just go to Hobby Lobby and get it for $10. You could find the new Pokemon Champions Path Box at your local Walmart. Should be $40. Has 1 in 100 chance of having Charizard card. Sells for $1,000. Wow. That's funny. When I went to Walmart, actually, we went to Target the other day. Yesterday, the day before, because Sandy needed to go to Joann's Fabrics. And, come on. The guy was stocking the shelves for the cards. And I says, gee, can you tell me? Oh, you're not going to do a Cody, are you, and not come on screen?
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
I said,
Hi, Queen.
Hi.
hi. Come on, just give us a little peek.
No, no, no. Give me a minute because my little headphone thing came off.
All right.
So anyway,
I said, can you tell me what's everybody looking for lately? He says, well, these are, I said, all I heard about was the Panini basketball. And he says, yeah, I don't have any of those. He says, I do have these. So this fucking camera.
Eee.
Oh, you heard that?
Yes, we did.
Oh, sorry. This damn camera. So I grabbed these. I grabbed two.
Yeah, I've seen
All right.
those at ours.
I said, all right, I don't know anything about them. I sent Anthony Pittsburgh a picture. I said, what do you think? Any good? And he says, I don't know what they sell for, but he said it shouldn't be too bad. So I picked up 2 boxes.
Ours around here hasn't really had much of anything, whether it's Target or Walmart. The shelves
he
have been
was-
cleaned out.
He had 3 boxes on the cart that they push around, reminds me of a restaurant with the salad cart.
Yeah,
He had
the
3
serving.
big boxes. 2 of them were full with Pokemon, so they could have had boxes of that one he was talking about, and only 1 had sports. So, Queen, how is the husband?
He's doing a lot better. A lot better. He has his good days and he has his days when he's really tired. And, it's kind of hard looking at a guy that's so strong and has been strong forever, to be vulnerable. So
Yeah,
that's kind of,
yeah. Your microphone sounds excellent, by the way.
Thank you. It is Jabra.
Job.
A Jabra
Oh, yes.
headset. I work from home when I am employed. So I have to have like an
The good
expensive headset. Yeah.
Well, I bought this one a long time ago. Come on. The
Okay.
Boom.
Okay.
This cost me $350.
See, yeah, that's got to be excellent, right?
They say this was developed for the Tomahawk helicopter pilots.
Okay, yeah.
You could have it on, they could talk, and you could hear them without hearing all the noise.
Yeah. That's
Uh,
got to be annoying. You got to have a good headset to be in the helicopter and stuff.
yeah, but I have yet to use. This is when I wanted to start my blog for real estate a long time ago, maybe even 10 years ago.
Yeah. And by
But
the way, I never had a chance to really formally thank you, just for, just being there for me and kind of guiding me through that whole real estate debacle. And I really appreciate it.
oh, no problem. I'm trying to get. I contacted two of my attorneys and I said, I'd love to get you on the show. I want to really talk about, I says, because granted, I said, I'm trying my best to get out of real estate. I said, but the people that live in homes, rent homes or whatever, there's a lot of stuff coming down that everybody should be concerned about. And I would like to talk about it with you and get real good legal advice. And all I get is, yeah, sure.
Mhm.
What do you
And I-
expect from a lawyer?
right. And well, just send me a formal email request. And it's like, come on, it's me.
Yeah.
One of my lawyers, we've probably done 300-400 files together. And, it's like, oh, come on. So, because the CDC held off all the evictions until December 31st.
Hmm. But
Nothing
you want to
about
talk? I'm
nothing
sorry, go
about
ahead.
foreclosures. And
But
people
you
are
know
saying,
what's funny about that? Remember all that stuff I was going through with my landlord?
yep,
I explained to him, "Do you know how lucky you are, dude?"
yeah,
And he, and I don't know, he's an idiot. And he's like, "What do you mean? Why you think I'm lucky?" I said, "You're lucky because of the fact that I have never not paid you through this whole COVID issue.
right,
Matter of fact, you've been paid double rent each month. So we're always a step ahead. I could just not pay you. I mean, I really could just live in your house and wait it out.
right.
But I don't like living that way, So I do have a question for someone in the chat, and I'm sorry. You remember the charity auction that we had?
For you.
Yeah, for me.
Yeah,
Okay.
What is that? Mimi resales? Um, I need to know what you won because I believe that there is an item that you won that they're looking to find out what your shipping information is. I think I emailed you and I ain't sure if it's the same or the correct email.
oh, wow.
Sorry, totally off the,
That's cool.
but I've been looking for her.
Yeah, and I haven't seen her in a while. Thanks for coming in, Mimi. I'm sure. What's this? Mimi, you didn't have to do that. She sent a $5 super chat. Thank you very
Aw.
much. Thank you. You didn't
Hey,
have
guys.
to do that, though. But
Hey,
thank
dolls. Hey,
Thank-
pages. And anybody else that I might have missed.
Yeah, same here. And I see that Dolly's been playing cleanup on the board. I guess we have a
There was a troll.
bad person. Thank you, Dolly.
I mean, why even come in to do that? I
Mimi
mean,
says
you really
she
ain't got
bought
nothing else to
a
do.
box of records.
She brought the record.
Yeah.
Okay, that's exactly who I've been trying to find then.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Yes, okay. Can I put my email in the chat?
$5.
Well, you'd have to show your picture on the screen just a
No,
little.
you know what? You know what?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, my email is right by my name, Mimi. So if you could email me, we're trying to send you your records, hon. I'm not showing my face. I look horrible.
Oh, please.
You've seen me.
Yeah. So,
Come on.
um,
Oh
no,
no.
no. Go ahead. Put your email in. That's all right.
I forgot it's under my name.
Yeah, but we don't see the whole
Yeah,
thing.
we don't see it. It's because your
Oh.
name's so long.
Oh. It is a little long.
And I
Let's
see I'm a guest with you and Cajun for 2 weeks in a row.
You know it. I booked you, baby. I just like hanging out with you.
Well, I'm like looking. I'm like, I got your email, and and I says, okay, October 5th. I look, make sure that it's not, coinciding with anything else I might be doing or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I'm good. And then like a day or
October
two
5th.
later, I get one from Cajun, and I'm like, what's this? I said, oh, maybe he just didn't know you sent it. And I look, and I'm looking at the date, and I'm like, that date don't sound the same. Let me go look. I'm like, okay, they booked me for 2 weeks. I don't mind, but like I says, I'm like, okay. I just I wonder if they both know that, or maybe you were thinking one date and he was thinking another.
I think
So
that's what's going on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at my calendar, and because when he puts you in the official calendar, it
yeah.
automatically is set up to send you an email, just so that
So
you'll know.
I mean, like I said,
So
I
I
don't
think he
mind.
has the right. I don't know about those dates.
Yeah, if you want me on both weeks, I got no problem with it. You know that.
Yeah, yeah, I appreciate that.
I go wherever. I mean, I got enough stuff.
Yeah.
I keep buying more stuff.
When I was talking to Johnny the other day, I says, "Yeah, if you could put me in, put me in. I got to start doing more myself."
Oh, I thought you meant Johnny Costa. Because when you said
No,
you
I
had
was gonna
that much
call
back
him
ahead,
today. I was gonna call him today, and every time I think the screen buzzed or something, it took me off on a tangent, so I kept forgetting. But it's like I was gonna just tell him, "What
hey,
the hell? Where are you?"
he hasn't shown up for a long time. He's disappeared.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on. I hope he's
Oh,
still
I
alive.
mean, yeah. Hopefully
So
everything's
Paul,
good.
Yeah,
you know a lot about toys, just like Jerry does, right? I see all the toys behind you.
yeah, I try.
That's pretty cool. So I guess I came in contact with a few action figures. Is that what we call those behind you, action figures?
Yeah.
Yep.
Educate me.
Yeah, action figure. If they move, they're action figures.
Okay. So yeah, I
Isn't
can.
that what they call boyfriends? Action figures?
You know what? I got some like Hulk and Captain America and Spider Man,
Yeah.
and I even got one of those 1982. I think it's 82. GI Joe tanks.
Well,
We have to say
82,
little
82.
video.
So that the tank would only be about this big.
Wait, let me see. What are you saying?
Hold on.
About like
Well, it's
5 6 feet.
82. It's 82. So those were the 3 3/4 inch GI Joes.
No, it's bigger than that. Yep, about like that. Yep.
Sure, it's not 62.
I gotta really look at it again. Let me look at it
I
again
bought.
before
I
I
went to
confirm.
an auction last week, and I bought 3 GI Joe vehicles, and they're this big.
Oh wow. This one is maybe a little smaller than how you had your hands up.
Well, show it
Um,
on screen.
listen, you.
You don't
I'm
have to show you.
I
Stand
am
up and just
already in
show
the bed. You don't even understand. Listen, no. You're not getting me. How you doing, Miss Myra?
Yes, hi, Mark. Thanks everybody for stopping
popping
in.
in.
The link's there if you want to come in and and let this be your first time on camera if anybody's feeling that way.
I think that was a dig at you again, Queen.
No, she's been on camera before.
Well, Pages said, somebody called me. Action figures, love them all.
Yeah,
We have enough of them.
I'm gonna
yeah.
sell them come Wednesday at my auction.
Well, because I had to ask him, Pages, Films, and Plastics. Can you explain? And he says, well, Pages, comics, films, plastics, action figures.
Nice.
All right, makes sense. No, but you've been on camera before. I'm not, I don't want to make another Cody monster, like get somebody that's never been on screen or whatever. And then all of a sudden you can't turn the YouTube channel without seeing her there.
Jesus. I'm so mad at you. I'm still mad at you about that.
At me?
Oh yeah.
Oh, because
Jesus
she definitely
Christ
went to
of
the dark
Latter Day
side.
Saints.
Yeah, she went to the dark side. She was, there's some loose wiring there that has to be fixed. You ever see the movie Young Frankenstein? Where it says, "Get the brain, you're normal." Normal or Abby normal?
Abby Normal. What was the name? Abby. Abby something.
Yeah.
Myra said, "No, I am in bed and don't want your channel taken down." Exactly. Me
You used
too.
to also say, like what I said about my old girlfriend. When they say her elevator doesn't make it all the way up to the top, I said hers just went side to side.
And went ding,
It didn't even
ding.
do that.
I call it cuckoo cachoo. You're just cuckoo cachoo. Yeah, I appreciate you inviting me on, Paul. I've always wanted to sit and talk to you, though. It's just I just backed away from YouTube a lot.
Oh, no problem. That's the other thing I was thinking about today is I somebody messed with me and Dolly can tell you all about that, but so I kind of went to be a loner. And I think,
Yeah,
I still team up with Dolly a couple of days a week and stuff. And I try to do my show, but I don't do much on anybody else's channel or whatever. And it probably hurts me that I don't get enough out there and talk to people and stuff like that. So I have to loosen up and branch out a little.
yeah,
Go out,
yeah,
but then all I ever end up doing is sometimes getting into trouble with people.
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't want that. That's what I don't
Well,
want.
look, I was in, I forget whose chat it was, and I was just there, like you guys know me. I'll like say hi, and then that's it.
yeah,
I might say something like later on in the chat or whatever, but I'm quiet. And somebody brought up about the shirts when the whole thing blew up about me. And they said, well, if he knew any better, he would have sold them somewhere else instead of here. And I'm like, looking at it like, who are you? And then they say, yes, well, this is what happens when you're a newbie and don't know what you're doing. Then I said,
wow,
okay, now
Oh man.
say something. And I'm like,
Well,
who are
I
you?
like the part when you answered that girl says, I've known Paul for decades. I've known you for minutes.
yeah,
One of his old compatriots. She got mad at him because he brought me in the channel. And then it's like, well, I've known Paul for decades. I've known him forever. And it's like,
yeah,
you're a newbie.
Yeah.
And she got mad and banned me from her channel. And I was like, whatever.
right. See, I
Yeah.
don't have time for all of that. Like I told you many times before, I'm a grown woman with real grown woman problems, and I really don't have time for all the flim flam. People they don't know how to agree to disagree with respect, and that's a big problem for me.
Right.
So I just kind of stay off in my own little. I come in, I say hello to everyone, and most of the time I don't say nothing else.
Right. But
And I didn't used to be like that. I did not used to be like that.
but there's this, and I'm one of them. Is I know that this is going to be
Hurrah.
my last career move type deal. So I am trying to grow my YouTube, and
Yeah,
I am monetized or whatever and stuff. So when you do a video straight laced, you leave all the drama out and everything, you get 100, 200, 300 hits.
yeah,
You go to one of these channels that oozes the drama, they got 1,000, 2,000 hits. So people flock to the drama.
yeah,
I don't know why, but they just go to the drama.
yeah. They
I
What
do.
I don't understand is like we've had several charity auctions to help out, like you, Queen, and a few others, and everybody keeps saying the same thing. We're all this community. We're all supposed to help each other. But then when you
Yeah,
go to help
exactly.
somebody, they say, "Why are you doing that?" I'm like, "What happened to before when you said we're supposed to all help each other.
Right.
No, you don't help that person. I'm like, no, it's everybody. So I'm like, I'm like, no. That's why a lot of times you'll see me. I come in, I say hi, peoples, and I might say one or two things, but then I'm just quiet. And it's like,
Yeah.
no, I'm here. I'm just
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
because
how it is. They just. I just think people just say we're here to support each other just to be saying something, or I find that a lot of people have this personality, this YouTube personality that they want everyone to see. But when you get behind the scenes and you really get to know that person, you're like, oh my God, you're not who everybody think you are.
Right.
It ain't my business to say who you are, but you gotta live with it. And that's just how I feel. This is me all
No,
the time.
Penny, let it out. Penny, let it out, please. She says I was going to say something, but I will keep my mouth. Let it
No,
out.
Penny, say what you gotta say.
It's Saturday night. Um,
and everybody's looking for a fight. That's a
yeah.
fight.
Because yeah, I mean, like Lenny came in the first person. I thought it was going to be a little odd, but it wasn't. It was okay. And Fluffy came in. I thought he was going to come in, but he didn't. I think I said hi to him, but
Wait, what you talking about? When was
when
that?
I first went on here,
Oh, okay.
Cajun Roots Johnny had. Did Penny say it? No, he
No.
said he had a thing going on Monday. So
Oh,
usually on during the mornings, I'll go on and I'll just do my good morning, everybody, how you doing, or whatever.
no.
So I went on to Johnny's and I said it was late morning, I think. I said good afternoon. All of a sudden, Lenny says, "Oh shit, here's Paul." It's like, what the hell did I do? And I left because then Cody said something else, and I says, "I'm out of here," and I left. And he called Jerry and he says, "Tell Paul it wasn't that way." I said, but it was just a typical Monday morning for me. It already started flaky, so I didn't need it, and I just left.
Yeah.
And then people said, "You got to watch this." I was getting texts all day. You got to watch this. They're going nuts or whatever, and be careful who comes on Wednesday. And I says, all right. I don't know. I don't care about it. Just let me do my thing.
And me, all I did in that thing, if you were to go back and watch it, because he left the chat on there, you'll see. I said, I'm just here in the back and I'm staying quiet, and that's what I
Yeah,
did.
you
For
did.
the whole thing, I was quiet. I said, I'm not saying a word.
Wow.
Listen, I don't have to physically meet you or, have your phone number and chit chat with you every day. I'm just a firm believer in right is right and wrong is wrong. And I
Yeah.
don't care if it's not my business or it ain't got nothing to do with me. If When I said that I want to be a part of this community, I meant it, which means it's my job as your friend or family member, so to speak, to defend you when you are not around. Period. So, with that being said, I was speaking for everyone who had a certain feeling about that situation and didn't want to speak up, and that's just what it was. And I didn't care what the consequences were.
Yeah.
I wasn't disrespectful. I
Right.
was more of a matter of fact, you know, and that's just what it was. Some things came out a little harsher than others, but I wasn't
Yeah.
trying to
Like
be
I said,
disrespectful.
I went in, and I guess I must have went in during a lull because it was. I thought the chat was okay, and by the time I hit send, oh shit, there's Paul, and it's like, what the hell, man? Nice way to greet me.
Yeah, I see. I didn't even know any of that was going on. I really like Lenny, so you know, I
I
don't have
like
any
it.
problems with, huh?
Not just for the helper, especially when they say don't
Oh,
ask any questions just because they're I love giving to people, but not just for the hell of it, especially when they say don't ask any questions just because it is their friend. Okay, I think that's what Penny said she wanted to say. I hope. I don't know if you know, Queen. I wasn't at your ouch. I wasn't at your
Benefit.
benefit. Johnny asked me, and I said, Johnny, I said, and I'll tell you exactly what I said. I said, Johnny, I said, not for nothing. I says, three people in the last 4 days just asked me to come in to do a benefit for these other three people.
Hmm.
I says, what's going on lately? All of a sudden, and I says, two of these people are on YouTube almost every day doing auctions,
Hmm.
but they need a benefit.
Hmm.
I says, I don't know anybody personally, any of these people. I says, but if I do for one, I have to do for all,
Right,
or
right,
or they'll
right,
start talking to me about me.
right.
So, I'm sure I went in and I did my thing in the background there.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
you did, and it's much appreciated.
I didn't go in and sell or anything. I just, you know,
I mean, I get it, and I also get feeling kind of, I guess, so to speak, leery. Can you hear my TV? I got the
nope,
Antique Road Show on. Oh,
No,
okay. You know, I can understand feeling leery about doing benefits and things like that because you never really know.
exactly.
Um,
Not we don't. I mean, we are a
right,
small
that's what I
community.
mean. Yeah.
It's not like we all went to high school together and now we're still living far
within
apart
the
from each
neighborhood.
other on the internet. You
The
know,
thing is that I was in a situation where I wasn't gonna speak up or tell anybody what my problem was. You know, my friend, my brother, felt it necessary to help me, and I'm forever in his debt and grateful for him doing that because
yeah,
I would have never come to everybody and said, "Listen, I'm about to lose my house. I need help." I would have not done that. My pride would not have let me do that. So I'm
um,
not going to sit here and say I wasn't a little embarrassed, but at that same token, I still was very, very grateful that so many people came to help me.
oh yeah,
You know,
definitely, definitely,
it was just phenomenal, and that's just what it was. So don't make me cry because I talk about it. It makes me sad.
yeah,
Not in a bad way, really. So I ain't gonna say sad, but it does make me a little teary eyed.
yeah,
But
They're happy
I
to.
mean, I really need. Yeah, they are because a weight lifted up off my shoulders. I was able to take care of my rent, and because I mean, my husband's not really working. I'm not working. I just got a job, but it doesn't start till October 13th.
oh
You
wow,
know, and it's like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? You know?
exactly. Yeah, and it's like, it's the same for all of us. We just don't know. Like, I know Penny's a nice person and stuff, and she comes into the auctions and stuff, but I don't know her. Jerry, he's in the auctions and stuff, but I know him personally.
Yeah,
But everybody in this chat is not a Jerry to me or to
yeah,
you or to each
yeah,
other.
yeah.
So yeah, it is tough. And I don't know, maybe if one day there's more local meetups where each other can meet each other
Right, right, right,
and
right.
see, like you had said, see what people are really like off the camera,
Yeah,
you know, maybe then it'll be a little different.
Well, I
yeah.
guess that means I won't have no friends then, will it, Paul?
Yeah,
Me
Thanks a
personally,
lot.
what you see is what you get. There is nothing. Yeah, I don't hide nothing. I put everything out there. Man, that used to upset my husband that I am so open about who I am. He's like, God, you tell me everything, and it's like, yeah, because when I do start doing content, I want you to know that this is me. It's
Right.
not some YouTube made up character, and I'm not just giving you what I think you want, but I don't know.
Right.
Everybody needs help from time to time, and I
It's
appreciate
true.
it. I
It is
really,
true.
really did.
It is
It
true.
was
And
awesome.
I mean, people should at least ask. Like you had questions about real estate matters, and you knew I was a broker, so you asked me for my knowledge on that.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
That's why I brought it there.
yeah, that's what I mean. If people knew a little bit more about each other,
Yeah,
um, maybe they could say, "Hey, could I ask you a personal question or whatever? What do you think about this? What do you think about that?"
yeah.
That's at least helping somewhat.
Right, right,
Well, that's like I've helped out a few people who didn't know about pirate ship, and I
right.
told them.
Oh, don't even talk about them. Oh my God, I don't even want to
I
talk about
told
them.
them how to, like what you taught me, Paul, that
Yeah.
you go and you bag up the box, and now it makes it cheaper. And a few of them come, and a couple of them come back, and they're like, "Wow, it's so great now! Yeah, instead of me paying $30 to send out this box, it's like $9."
Right, exactly.
I'm like, there you go. But
I'm
how
sorry.
come nobody else said nothing? I'm like, like I said, I don't get it. We're a community, but let's hide these things from people. I'm
Right.
like, I don't get it.
Well, that's why I wanted to do a week on business stuff. And one of the things that's why I was trying to get an attorney on is because the crap's going to hit the fan here in the springtime with the market.
Yeah.
And people need to be prepared for that.
I
You
don't
know?
like pirate ship at all, for the record. And yeah, they could be a little cheaper, but my problems with them is they will go into your account and take money out of your account if you make a mistake or whatever. And I get that. I get, I sent out a package, it was incorrect, whatever the reason. But mind you, I haven't used them in a month and a half. All of a sudden, last night, $80 gone out of my account.
Ooh. Did they
From
say
a month,
why? Why, I mean?
never sent the email, never called me, never said, hey, we want our money, nothing, like a ghost. And I don't understand how that's
It's
even
like the
legal.
IRS that just took your money.
I'm sorry. Yeah, they
Wow.
IRS'd me.
Wow.
Yeah, I promise you, this is no joke. All of a sudden, they just came, and this is not the time to be taking anything out of my account.
Right.
But yeah, all of a sudden, they just took it. I've been using FedEx, United States Postal Service. I have not used pirate ship since July.
Wow.
Why do I owe you money?
Last week, they hit me twice. One was for $1.20 and one was for two something back to me because they said I gave them a larger size than it really was. So
Yeah,
they gave me back. I said, "Are you kidding me?"
But
they sent
they
me
don't be
91
right.
cents.
What
They
was
did
that?
what?
They sent me 91 cents saying that I said the box was one size, but it was actually a bit smaller. So they refunded me 91 cents.
Yeah,
I
that's
was like,
beautiful.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Tell
at
them,
least you
call
getting
them,
a refund.
call them. Say I need that to happen 80 times.
No, I called my bank and put a block on them. They can never pull out of my account again because I know that I do not owe them. And you could have at least sent me an email saying you owe us this money. I got nothing.
Yeah. Wow.
Nothing. And they've done that multiple times. And then there are other people who are on YouTube complaining about the same exact problem. So I know it isn't just me.
Man, thank God. I'm not going to think wood. I haven't had that happen yet.
That's why
Yep.
usually when I do my packages, I have a small piece of blank paper and I'll write down the weights for each box, and then
Me
I'll add it
too.
up. So that way, at least I know, okay, I'm not guessing anymore. The first
Me
time I
too.
did it, I guessed. I was like, oh, I should have had the weight. I was like, okay, 55 pounds. And I went with that. And
Man, I weigh
You don't
every
have a
single
scale?
thing.
no, I have a scale, but I didn't know that I was supposed to keep track for them. And then at the end, before you print out the thing for shipping out, you know how many boxes? It says what's the weight. It doesn't
Oh,
automatically.
I don't print out anything for all the boxes. I just weigh the box. It's packed. I weigh it. I put it in here. I print out the label. Go on to
Yeah.
the next box, and then I go to the
Yeah.
post
Yeah,
office.
but then when you say
I don't even go to the post
when
office.
you say I want a pickup and how many boxes, it'll
Yeah.
say
Oh yes. That's
you
for the
gotta
post
put
office.
in the weight.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
started writing down the weights because I'm like, I don't want to get nabbed on doing something wrong. So let me at least give them the
Oh,
right.
I'm always putting more.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't do pickups that much, especially on Mondays, because sometimes she won't come until 5. And if there's an eBay in there that has to be out and scanned by 5, I'm screwed. So I take it. And they just opened up a new what do they call satellite post office in
Yeah.
between my house and the regular post office, and no lines, no waiting. Here it is. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye.
My guy usually comes like around 11 o'clock every morning. So
Yeah.
unless if it's a
Mine come about 9, 10
the only
o'clock.
time that they'll come late. But if not, it's like 11 o'clock the latest.
Yeah.
So I
Oh
don't
no, mine one time she never came.
you didn't have
Sandy came home at midnight. The boxes were still there. She put them
Oh
inside the house.
wow.
Yeah.
no. I haven't had that. Like I said, mine's has been good, so I can't complain. And if it's something that I know has got to go out quick, I don't add that one to the pile. I just take the ride to the post office,
Right.
Yeah.
and then
No,
after
Penny
that, I'm
says.
stupid and I go shopping and buy things.
Yep. Penny says she works at FedEx. I have something here, Penny. It's big. I don't know if you were in the auction when I sold it. It's a DeLonghi convection oven. It was my last one from the Macy's Cole buyout. Not that I bought out the whole store. I just bought a pallet. While I was at the auction doing it, I went on to, I think Dolly was up. I went on the back. I went to USPS, UPS, and FedEx. FedEx was $36 to ship it to Puerto Rico. UPS was $42, and USPS was $60. So I said to everybody, I says, okay, this is what I'm selling. I just looking for my cost back. I think I sold it for $40. I said, but it's going to cost you this much to ship. So Carmen got it, and she paid within the week. I packed it up a couple of days later. Now the shipping was $230 from FedEx or $168 from UPS.
Yep. They do that. I'm telling you.
I called and I says, what the hell is going on? Well, the storms and the COVID.
Yep. Yep.
They said, just if you can wait, maybe they'll level off. I have never seen them go up within 2 weeks like that.
You know what I do though? With you, I hate to say the initials, United States Postal Service.
Yeah.
When I get my price, I go ahead and buy it. I buy the labels because they can be canceled and refunded. So
Oh,
oh yeah, I have an account. So if they don't pay or whatever, I can go in and cancel that one, get my money back, move on because those prices change like that, and it's crazy.
it was FedEx. What's the one? Home, FedEx Home. I have an
Mhm.
account with all three now, but
Yeah,
it's Puerto Rico, so it has to go over the water. But
yeah,
it was just so. I says, listen, I don't want to hold up your money. I'll give it back to you. She says, well, let's wait to see what they do. Because she bought one from me before. This just happens to be the last appliance that I have, and I felt bad. So that is ground. Okay, yeah.
hmm
So I don't know. We'll just gotta wait to see what happens. We have a
It,
pack mail here that takes
I
you
gotta
to.
walk away for a second if you don't mind, please.
Yeah, no problem.
All right,
Bring us
thanks.
back cookies.
I'm going to get something to drink. Need something to drink in my life, some soda or something. Hold on.
There's the link. Anybody else wants to come in and say hi, chat? I didn't think it was gonna be this lively. I thought I was just going to sit here and
Boring
cry.
tonight. You're the most entertaining thing on.
I'm the most excited. Yeah, right. Oh man.
But like I said, I mean, it's not to pick or throw stones, but it does irk me a little bit when, and I'm sure it irks you too, because we've done this for so many years.
Yep.
And yeah, we're still learning on some of the stuff, but on the majority of this stuff, we know it in and out. So when you have somebody that says, you don't know what you're talking about, I'm sure you look at them and you just want to say, if you were here, I'd smack you in the head.
Yeah.
Do you know who you're talking to? And it's like, and then if you start telling them something, they come into the chat and they're like, oh, what are you, Mr. Know-It-All? And it's like, well, now you're being just an ass now. Before I didn't know anything and I was a jerk. Now I'm Mr. Know-It-All and I'm still a jerk. So it just sometimes I'm like, maybe I should just go back to not being on here again. And
well, the thing is, I mean, I'm still learning about algorithms and getting hits on my videos and stuff, but selling and buying and stuff, I've been doing that. My God, I opened my first store in 1979. If I don't know what the hell I'm doing now, by now, I shouldn't be doing it.
Hey, Frozen.
Hello, Frozen. Media mail is very slow lately. Yeah, I with all the issues, especially Long Island, New York, media mail, where they claim they're opening packages and stuff. I won't do media. I don't know anybody lately that will ship anything media mail.
I do.
I just don't think it's worth it lately.
No, what happened
back.
Welcome back. I sent the box Storage Legends, and it was 3 weeks ago, and it took him it took basically 3 weeks for the box to get to him. Everybody else from that whole pile got them on time. He was the only one that for some reason got lost in transit.
Penny Dave, that's why I don't do YouTube. I could not keep my mouth shut. I hear you, Penny.
Hi, Cat D.
Hi, Cat. I do hear you, Penny. Sometimes it's hard to keep your mouth shut. My tongue was a lot longer before I started biting it. So many times.
Flippin' Frozen got a black box from me. Well, I think it was from that airplane that I crashed that one time, but
I don't ship media mail because it's just cheaper to go regular. Yeah. On one of my eBay things that I sold, I never do free shipping on eBay, never.
Me neither.
And you don't have to get top rated seller. So people think you do. But the guy says, can you take some money off and ship it media? And I said, because I have this habit of using sarcasm to get my point across. I am pretty good at it too, from what my wife tells me. I told the guy, I said, well, do you want the item before Christmas? And I says, I'd rather just not send anything media mail at all. You'll be thankful. I says, you're going to get this thing from where you are. It says 4 days. No problem. Well, if you can't do it media mail, then, and it went off from there. And I called eBay and everything. And he still left me negative feedback. But it's like, yeah, I could imagine I would have got bad feedback anyway if he got it a month later.
That's why I haven't done anything on eBay in the longest time. And now with this thing that you got to join that new thing.
Managed payments.
Yeah, I'm like, no, you're not going to tell me how to run my business.
Yeah.
Oh, if you want to sell on our platform, we are.
I mean, I remember because you were back like I was when eBay first started. You were able to take checks, money orders, cash, until they started the PayPal crap. And that was the only way you could pay, because they were getting a big percentage. And then now that PayPal went off on their own, now all of a sudden it's like, oh no, now you can go back to doing this again. And it's like, no, make up your minds.
Right.
If you're
That topic came up when Dolly and I were on the other day, because Dolly's and I just started. Dolly's been selling a lot of coins and stamps. So today I went and lowered the price on everything. Only 25 items I have listed. So I went in, I says, where is that list of the stuff you can't sell anymore under managed payments? Coins, stamps are right there. Automobiles and stuff no more. So yeah, and I just bought like a huge box of vintage stamps and stamp collections. I was like, oh, what perfect friggin' timing.
You know what I got? I got
Headache?
like several books. What?
A headache?
he said a headache, I was gonna
No.
No,
I
Queen.
got
Queen, you gotta ask somebody. You know what burns my ass about this whole thing? No, what? About a flame this high.
Y'all crazy.
now you see why him and I get along so well.
I do
Yeah.
indeed. I got like 5 books from like the 60s all the way until 2018 of coins, like so that you can study coins,
Yep.
things like that. And for the life of me, I can't sell them at auction. I
Wow.
cannot sell them.
Do
And
you
I'm talking
think
about,
people would look for those?
you would think, you
Yeah.
know,
Backed
and
by
I'm not asking for a lot.
if you connect with, I think it's Backed by Silver. There was 2 or 3 guys that are in our auctions all the time that are really hot on coins, and they always talk about these bullion auctions.
Yeah.
I bet you if that's a group on Facebook, you could sell them in there.
I'm not even on Facebook.
Oh,
I don't
I
do
wasn't that
Facebook
much
at
last
all.
week. They kicked me off last week.
You do.
My group.
I'm back as of yesterday, but yeah, I got a little overzealous
They
promoting
put
all
you
my.
in the timeout.
Yeah, they said you can. This was Monday. You can come back Thursday at 4:42 p.m.
Oh my God. Paul got kicked out of Facebook.
I
Yeah,
did.
well, I was posting too many links to this show and that show, and it's like, give me a break. That's
Wow.
what Facebook was
Back
for.
in June, and I don't know if I'm allowed back yet.
Penny said coins or just the books. It's just the books for those who are enthusiasts about coins so that you can learn, different things from back in the day.
Open the screen and show us what they look
Yeah. Right.
right on that, Paul.
Right.
Plug in.
Look, you got to slide through a lot of oil to be slicker than me.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Exxon Valdez put out a lot of oil, and we swam in it.
True. They did do that, didn't they? And then they wonder why we all messed up and sick and
Oh,
Yep.
we were all experimented on in the 60s and 70s when they were
oh
putting
yeah.
the preservatives in the food. And it's like, well, let's see what happens in 30 years.
That's why I don't go in the Gulf, even though I live on the Gulf. Because I don't want to glow in the dark at night. That stuff
You
is
lived on the other
toxic.
side.
I prefer the Atlantic though. I really do.
I thought that's the side you lived on.
I do, but I'm in between both.
Okay.
So if
Okay.
I choose to go to the beach to the Atlantic, I could. If I want to go to the Gulf, I could. I'm on both sides,
So how long have you lived here?
since '99.
So because I remember when I first came down, people used to say, "Oh, you got to take your wife. You got to watch the sun come up on the East Coast and then go all the way to the West Coast and watch the sun go down." Have you ever done that? Did that?
Not purposely, but yeah.
Okay. They used to talk about all the time. Oh, we're doing a sun up, sundown day. Okay.
Right.
Comes up and goes down every day.
Right.
Oh,
I'm not really into that.
yeah, but when you see it on the beach, it's so romantic. I says, I've been married too long. Romance is gone.
Well, I wouldn't say that about me, but that doesn't make things romantic for me, you know?
Yeah,
No,
I
not
mean,
at all.
I'm like, we saw the sun go down when we were in California, so we're like, okay, we already did the west, the sun going down on the west coast.
Yeah.
high music. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's a weird things.
It's because they're bored down here, Paul. They have nothing else to do.
They're waiting to die. That's all. God's waiting room. Florida, Central Florida, God's waiting room. Welcome. Grab a seat.
This is God's waiting room, Florida.
Yeah.
And I also call it America's trash can.
You have to work on your romance, Paulie. That's oh man. I do
Penny,
get romantic, but I'm the only one.
Penny said, "Leave me alone."
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I will, Penny, because we don't want another Cody monster. We do not. There's not enough room on Facebook.
I don't have the energy for
On
that.
YouTube, I mean.
And I'm not trying to be funny, but I got other ish to do. You can only do that if let me shut up. I have other things to do. I cannot be on YouTube all day talking about nothing. I can't.
Right, exactly.
No, that's like me. Like I've been asked, they're like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, I'm not here. I'm gonna be off doing this, that, and the other thing."
Right.
"Oh, when are you gonna be on?" I
I
don't
gotta,
know. When I decide to come home.
Yeah.
I got a house to run. I got a life to deal with and everything else to come in
And
between.
when someone snaps at me, I just look and say, "Well, I can always just turn this off and not come back on anymore, and I'm not going to lose any sleep over it." Will I
Yeah.
miss some of you people? Yeah. But on the whole, no. I was doing fine before I was here. I'll do fine when I'm gone.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. It makes you wonder that now, Queen, sorry, you said you're going back to work in a couple of weeks.
Hmm.
So is your time on YouTube going to be shortened?
No, that's one of the things
Per-
that I discussed with the job, that I need to be off by a certain time on certain days because I have other obligations.
Okay.
And, I enjoy doing my auctions. That is a passion. That is
Right.
something that makes me happy. So I'm not going to compromise it for anything, to be quite honest with you.
But it makes you wonder that how many of the people that we see all the time, how many are going to be going, how many are going to go back to work and because they need the job, they need to pay bills and won't be able to come on YouTube as often.
Yeah, that's true. And honestly, I'm one of those people. But I also know that I need extra money too. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? This job is not going to do it alone. So
Right.
to me, it's my second job. So
It's like
that's
I
how
said
I
a
look
while
at
back.
it.
Remember, Paul, that I said, what happens if this all clears up and everybody goes back to what was the norm of working? How many people are actually going to be on here anymore? Because they're
Right.
gonna be working from, say, 8 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock, and they're going to be like, I don't want to now come home and sit in front of a camera and do this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah.
It's going
Yeah.
to be the Mikey show again, or hi, Dolly.
Hey, Dolly, how are you?
What's his
I'm
name?
good.
It's going to be the Mikey show, or hey, let's open up this toy, kids,
Yeah,
or this is how you put on the makeup and stuff. It's going to be all that again, all those videos.
yeah.
I guess I'm still gonna be doing hump day auctions with Cajun on
Well,
Wednesdays
you'll have
and
like we
Friday
said,
Royal
there'll be a
auction.
few that'll be on, but it won't be. I don't think as big as like what it is now because
Yeah.
it's going to be like no. And once they also get those paychecks, and now they can go out, whether it's like down here in Florida, they can go to Disney or Universal or or just travel somewhere. They're going to say, let's see, stay at home and be on a video, or go take a trip up to North Chakalaka and go see Auntie M and all the
Where
rest
the
of them.
heck is that at?
Right. You did hear that they are working on the second stimulus check, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been working on it for a long time, though.
Yeah,
Right.
but they're saying that they want to have it once they say yes, once he signs it, they want to have it out within a week. But they want to make a condition that if you don't spend it within 30 days, you lose it. Because they want to rebuild. They're thinking and hoping that it'll help rebuild the economy.
Well, if
It's gonna
people
take a
weren't
lot
so
more checks than
afraid of not having money, how about you create a way for people to not have fear of not having money the following month? People holding on to their money, there's a rhyme or a reason for that. Or I don't want to run out and spend my stimulus because I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring, or
right.
next week, or the week after. So, they have to realize there's a cause and effect to everything. Why are people holding on to their money? Well, that's the reason. Do something about that, and maybe you wouldn't have to worry about people spending their money.
True.
I'm just
True.
saying,
It's going to
what do
take
I
more
know?
than it's going to take more than one more stimulus check to stimulate the economy again.
Of course. And see, me, I don't hold on to mine. As soon as I get it, I pay bills, even if they're not due, just so that you never know what's going to happen. And then without it, you don't worry about it because I've already paid bills. So,
Right.
but that's just me.
Yeah. True.
Now, have you heard anything more about the last thing I heard for talking about spending money? Because Black Friday's coming up soon. I heard supposedly Amazon's supposed to be doing it an all week thing.
I think they said 3 weeks
Oh, now it's 3 weeks?
of deals, and I think it's this month. I'm pretty sure they said it was this month, 3 weeks. And did we want to get involved and send stuff in? And well, no. Bad enough I don't make enough. If I was making 50% profit on the stuff I sell, maybe. But damn, I make a couple of bucks profit on everything.
See, I don't even want to deal with Amazon. I don't like the whole idea. I got to pack up everything, send it to you, and that just is not that. It's not me. I can't.
I I like it because the last time actually the last couple of times we went home, I closed my store, my eBay store, because we didn't know when we were coming back. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it was like 6 weeks later. So I figured, let me do more Amazon because it's going to be like my stuff is in a warehouse and I have somebody there ready to ship the item. So I could wake up and I could be back home in Boston, wake up and I get an email from Amazon. Oh, we just shipped this item you sold. Oh, we just sold we just shipped this item you sold. And I don't have to worry about it because I shipped everything to them. Yes, you pay more, but it's like you're hiring help anyway.
Right.
Me, what it reminds me of is when we had to send in the model kits and stuff to Diamond. Remember when we listed the stuff in the catalogs?
Yeah.
It was like, okay, we're going to send you X amount. Okay, here you go. And they got all the stuff, and that was it.
Yeah.
Right.
Those are good days too.
Yeah.
Those were good days. Until then, Gene Simmons calls you and says, "You have a license for that? Did we give you a license for that? No, sir. I'm sorry." Or
All the years I've done those kits, I never got a cease and desist.
oh my God, he put his man. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget. I said, "This is not." And he says, "Hold on," and he puts his manager on the phone, which is with an Australian accent, and then Gene comes back on and says, "Listen, what if we get these made in China? Can you get them made for like $1 a piece?" And I said, "Well, I have no idea." Here's a man that's got all the money in the world, and he just wanted more.
Right.
Let's just do more. Can we make this really big? And I was like, I don't know. Damn, you're asking the wrong person or the wrong time. And then I did get a cease and desist from Marvel for my Venom kit too. So,
Right.
The funniest one that, because talking about that, I was doing a show with Diaz, and he had his Superman piece, and I had the Lois and Clark. You remember that one? And that was on the table, and here's the guy looking at it, and he's like, and all of a sudden he looks up and he sees Johnny's Superman piece. He walks over and starts giving him crap and gives him a card and says, "Expect one in the mail shortly." And he walks away, and I said, "Who's that? That guy gonna buy something?" He says, "No, he's sending me a freaking cease and desist." I said, "For what?" He says, "For Superman." I started laughing. I said, "What's so funny?" I said, "He's looking at my Lois and Clark and didn't say nothing to me." He said, "You asshole."
Yeah, those were fun times.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about model kits that we used to do. We would hire a sculptor, and then we would make the mold, and then sell them. The sculptor would part them. In other words, make the arm and the key to fit in the body, and then we would clean them up, box them, do some artwork for the front, and sell them. But they're resin model kits. They're not like your plastic model kits. A mold, you could probably do 30 to 50 pulls out of it. Then you had to make a new mold. So that's how easy it was. And that's why, what, 90% of the people had no licenses for everything they were doing?
Yeah.
And that's what we were doing back then. That was the hobby. That was the deal. And yeah, there was shows. Even I put on a show for a model. It was called Monster Model Fest, and 90% of the stuff you walk around all unlicensed.
Not mine, because I brought in Caroline because we debuted her kit at your show.
Yeah. Jim Fox, who did an excellent job sculpting Kiss from the Destroyer model kit, the model Destroyer album cover. We released one a month, and the poor guy, I can remember we had a talk at a bar at a show in Louisville, Kentucky, and he said, I'm thinking of just biting the bullet. And I said, get the hell out of here! That's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. You're not going to do that. Don't do that. Very, very nice guy. Very, very talented guy. The show is all done. We go home a week later.
Hey, NASCAR.
He did. He killed himself, which sucked.
Wow.
Very, very nice guy. So I didn't mean to bring the chat down.
And Dolly's just been there quiet, not saying a word, nodding her head.
It's just, over my head. I don't talk about stuff like that because I just don't get into that.
Oh, my God. You should have heard me when the movie Black Rain came out.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody in the chat saw Black Rain.
Michael Douglas.
Long time ago.
No, the recent one with Johnny Depp playing with Whitey Bulger.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, this happened. No, it didn't. Well, how the hell do you know? It's just because I had dealings with them. Yeah, I could tell you some stories. I can tell you some stories. And there goes the chat again. Uh-oh. Paul's
you scared them away.
Yeah. That's why I have to go home. I have to go home by this time next year.
Well,
because
you go home.
the witness protection program only lasts for so many years.
Yeah, then you gotta move you again.
Well, for you to be in witness protection, you sure is all over YouTube.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't think that's how that's supposed to work.
Queen, he's in disguise. That's actually a fat suit he has on.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
105 pounds, actually.
Silly me.
I wasn't 105 pounds when I was born. I get on the scale now and it says one at a time, please. I said, really?
It's funny because, the surgery that they're talking about, I need all this, blah, blah, blah. They tell me that I need to lose 50 pounds. I'm like, I've never been that small. Good luck on that. I guess I won't be getting the surgery then because there's no way. Oh, we need you to stop smoking. We need you to lose 50 pounds. Wait, you want me to stop smoking and lose weight? That's not going to happen, dude,
Wow. Well,
at all.
I don't know if you remember, but I went in for surgery for my neck. They were going to take 2 discs out and put the plate in and everything.
I
And
heard about it, yeah.
this was last, not this past one, but last March. So I knew about it 3 months ahead of time. I'm nervous as hell because I've never, ever had surgery.
Mhm.
All the way in the room. I mean, everything's hooked up, intravenous, everything. And I wake up and they said, we couldn't do the surgery. Like, what? They said the X-ray could not find a clear path to the disc, so we couldn't do the surgery. You have to lose 100 pounds. I said, yeah, you say it so easily, like I could walk
Right.
a car or change a tire. That's a friggin' 100 pounds, I said.
I'd have been like, since we in here, why don't you go and take 100 pounds off me?
Yeah, I would have.
Right.
That would have been nice.
Yep, just
So,
get the liposuction and that's it.
Exactly. Just get it done and stop the BSing around.
yeah, bariatric surgery. Our friend that we talk about, Johnny, he had it. He's down 160 pounds now.
Yeah, he's thin, but unfortunately for him, because the last time when I saw him when he was on, he looked older than the both of us.
Wow.
Yeah, I have
It
a
was like,
yeah.
wow.
I don't like that you know how you get the surgeries and then you have the leftover skin. Then you got to turn around and go and get a surgery to get rid of that. It's
Yeah,
like, no.
one of my friends, she was one of my agents. Her and her husband opened up a Culver's. I don't know if you have Culver's where you are.
Yeah.
He posted something on Facebook today. He said, I don't know if a lot of you know, I had some medical issues earlier, and the doctor said I have to lose weight. He said, this is the heaviest you've ever been. So he says, I took that to heart. I started walking the dog a mile. He said, I got a Fitbit. Then I started doing 5 miles twice a day with the dog. He says, now I can run. He says, I couldn't make it to the end of my street when we first started. And he says, so far in 4 months, he's down 45 pounds just from walking and running, doing some running.
Wow.
So I said, well, that's motivation for me. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's a
You
lot.
know, when I was I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. No.
When
Oh,
I was look, when I was down and I couldn't walk for 4 months, I started riding my bike. And I started each day going further and further. And I have to admit, by the time I made it back home from each ride, I felt great. I really did.
Nice.
But then I go out and there's a flat. So then there's that. So
Yep. Yep.
that's my excuse. Oh, the bike's flat.
Yep.
see, as a health and life coach, because I have some background in that, I'd be telling you, you got to get rid of that excuse and find something new.
Yeah, yeah.
Try again.
uh,
You got to work harder tomorrow.
yeah, excuses are monuments of nothing. They build bridges that lead to nowhere.
Exactly.
How's the warehouse emptying coming, Dolly? Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
that's why she's quiet.
You couldn't do a garage sale or anything in there?
Well, see, with the social distancing and it would be considered a business, I would have to do everything they require a business to do. So that's why I just keep the public out.
So you
Mhm.
couldn't put tables outside it?
Well, I still have to wipe everything down, and I'm not doing that.
Oh,
Now who's making excuses and stuff?
Yeah, you can put pick up on that.
Sorry.
I'm gonna do like what I'm gonna be doing, Dolly. I'm gonna be just going to the storage unit. I'm gonna get like about maybe 8 totes. Not even gonna look inside them. I'm just gonna grab them. I'm gonna bring them here to my garage, set up everything there, and just do an auction. It'll probably run about 8 hours, but let's see if I can't get rid of a bunch of stuff. Because, like I said, That foolish thing is packed.
My warehouse is packed. I'm finding stuff that I should have brought to auction and sold it a long time ago, and I totally forgot about it. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, but it's not like you're finding crap. You're finding gems that you just forgot about, which is nice.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
It's
You're
nice.
doing like what I've done a few times. I'll open up a tote and I'll say, I thought I sold all these figures. You mean I got some more? Oh,
That's
Christ.
what I did too. Yeah. That's what I've been doing today. Wait, I thought I sold. Oh my gosh, I got more. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
But sometimes it's nice when it's like some real old stuff that's
Yeah.
not gone up in value. You're like, oh, this is cool. And now you say, that's that. And speaking of figures, before I forget, did you get one yet, Paul?
No, I didn't like it. It's like he got a board up his ass with that look.
Well, like I said, he's got the two faces in there.
Yeah, but Kong is like,
Oh, I love that.
But it comes with the two faces. I had when I was in Target, they had one. I said, wow, I haven't seen these in a while. I better grab one just in case. Because down the road, people are going to look for it.
I have more money going out than I have coming in, and that's a problem I have to change.
Well,
yeah, you need to make the money, Paul, not spend the money.
No.
Yeah, I have.
I spent some money, but it was on 2 3-foot high Chucky dolls in the box.
Oh, I gotta have those. I need that for my son.
No, I bought them. I already have one of them. I got to contact 2 people because they've been asking me for them, and I know I can turn them over. And if not, shows start back up, I can bring it to the show and put it up there on a shelf, and people will come over, and it won't last long at a convention. I'll get rid of them quick.
But we'll see. Look, my one son, my neighbors call him Chucky. So, because he's a redhead little kid and he's kind of creepy.
I have 2 Spider-Man action figure towers that are about 3-4 feet high. I was going to send them to Amazon, but the shipping was expensive because at one time they were selling for like $150 a piece. And these are from Hasbro. But they're mint in the box. I never opened them. It's like those big Sentinel figures. But they're big. They're too big to ship.
Yep. That's what kills is the shipping is what kills you when you try to get those things out. That's why when I get the statues from Sideshow, I leave them in the boxes because if I have to ship them out, it's going in the same box it got shipped to me in. I'm like, if it was good enough for them to ship it in, I can ship it out too. So that's fine. But going back on the Chucky doll, funniest thing happened was when we were still living up north. Went to a yard sale, found a Chucky doll like about this big, like about maybe 2 feet. And Christopher was maybe about like 6 or 7. And he's sitting in the back seat with his little like Game Boy or whatever. We had the Chucky sitting next to him. And we said, Chris, what do you think about the Chucky? And he looks over at it and looks back and says, it freaks me out, man.
See, it's funny. My neighbors had somebody new. My kids are nosy. They know everybody in the neighborhood. They know what they do, stuff like that. But one day, the neighbors next door to us had somebody come to their house to do. So he was standing outside the window just looking in the window. The guy comes to the door, and sometimes like they get really their culture. They're kind of scared with certain things. And he opens the door. And he's like, "Can I help you?" My son's like, "I'm Chucky. I like to kill people." I said, "Oh."
And this is your son, correct?
What?
You said that's your son?
My 8-year-old, yes.
That's so funny.
The guy shut the door in his face and he's like, "Where did you find neighbors like this? Because I don't want to move here."
Wow.
Well, other than that, I mean, it's, we're all hanging in there and making the best of a bad situation, trying to make it comfortable, and, that's it.
You're lucky, though. I envy you, though, because you still have your parents. Um, that's really nice. That's good.
Who, me?
Yep.
No, you can have mine.
You
And
can have
in a
mine.
week, you'll give them back. In a week, you'll give them back.
No, I don't. You say that, and you don't. I don't want to get into it, but
I
I
don't
lost.
miss
Yeah, because I've never met mine, my mom nor my dad, so
Oh
I
wow.
don't understand people that say that, but I respect it nonetheless. But yeah, I value them,
Yeah.
even if they messed up.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, but I still give you mine, Paul.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
you didn't even think you were going to be on this long, Paul. Look at that.
I didn't. I thought it was just gonna be, a rant, and it's like, oh, this friggin' YouTube thing sucks. I can't figure it out. I mean, I'm doing what I have to do. I'm doing my keywords. I'm learning a little bit more every day about that. And yeah, the true that you need to be on Instagram and all these things a long time ago. It's like kids are on that. They're dating on that. I'm not going to go on that. Now it's like you have to be on that. So yeah, it's
You
and
know
then
what?
I don't
Learn.
know, because I'm not going on it.
You want to know what helped me learn YouTube, Paul?
yep.
I learned YouTube because of a storage unit I found or didn't find. I bought and I won. Inside of it was this thing all about YouTube and how it runs, works, and everything, the ins and outs, what you should do, what you shouldn't do.
Oh
All on
really?
Wow.
yes.
Nice.
That's just like one of the coin books I was just talking about. One of them is actually a coin book on how to sell coins on YouTube and eBay and stuff like that.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And like for the life of me, I can't sell this damn book. Like, what
Because
is
people
wrong?
don't want to sell it. They don't want to buy it.
I think if you brought it to auction, once or twice, maybe you should come in with us because people are starting to know that Dolly's been bringing these coins, at least a couple every single week.
Yeah.
You just need the clientele that deals with that. Like I said, I think it's backed by Silver and two other guys that are into selling and buying bullion.
Yeah.
They are really into it, and they told me about that page that's on Facebook or whatever, and they go to these online bullion auctions. So they are really into it.
Yeah, I have to find out, because sometimes I see that you're on earlier
Yeah,
and
I've been
I'm
thinking
not
about
available.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that too. I'm wondering if that's hurting me of having. I mean, I used to have the show at 9 o'clock in the morning. That really killed me,
Yeah.
and because I couldn't get a guest for anything, and then I went to 4, and I mean, still have guests and stuff like that when I can line them up. COVID didn't help that cause, but I'm still out there plugging away.
Yeah.
She talks about finding the coin book. I found the eBay Bible.
Well, I
Wow.
have a couple of eBay Bibles, like the dummies, eBay for dummies.
No, it's an eBay
I
Bible.
need one of them. Send me one, Paul. I need one of
I
those so
used to have a
bad.
ton of the free ones from eBay Live. I don't know if I threw them
Jeez.
all away or if I still have any.
It's like this thick, and it's like different things with eBay. It's not the eBay for dummies.
My problem is listing. I don't know. I really got to get motivated to do that.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to be your life coach and help you list. No, I'm kidding.
Girl.
I'll teach you all the excuses not to list.
Are you, Queen, are you selling clothing?
No. No, I'm not really into selling clothing on Mercari and Poshmark
Yeah.
and stuff like that. No, I'm more
Still
into
resell?
hard goods,
Yeah, I stopped doing the clothing when it was like, all right, measure the neck, measure the sleeve, measure the crack of the ass, all that stupid stuff.
Yeah. Right?
It was so much.
Let me tell you what was discouraging to me. If you know anything about Chicos, okay?
The jeans?
Chicos, just Chico's in general. You
Okay.
Yeah.
know their stuff is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I'm going back to work for, Chico's. Okay. I acquired a jacket that was worth $200 with the tag still on it. I
Wow.
brought it to auction for $10.
Wow.
No one wanted the jacket, but it was a blessing because a friend of mine came by and saw it, and she spent like $100 for it. And I was, I appreciated that. So I guess it was a blessing in disguise. But it
You
just
must have
killed
went to
me.
get a drink or something. Buying. Sorry.
I'm sorry, what now?
No buying space. Is Jerry okay? I see. He probably just
Oh,
went to go get a drink or something.
oh, yeah. I don't know. It's just
So,
crazy. I don't think I.
are you going into the manufacturing or the sales or office?
More so customer service, and what it is when you order things, I kind of like a personal assistant, so to speak. I
Uh,
help you put different things together, and then help you check out things like that.
that's cool.
I don't know. It's okay. Peop- I mean,
Right?
people are crazy.
Yeah.
People are crazy. They'll buy things from like Soma. Soma is more so intimate apparel. So you'll buy a bra and you bought it 6, 7 months ago. You've worn it to death, and then it broke, and then you want to return it, and then you're mad because we don't want it back. What? Why are you mad? You've worn it like for 6 months now.
Yeah. Lose some weight.
Right.
Fit better.
And it's like, no, I want my money back, and I'm just, oh my god.
Have your boyfriend practice with those two fingers in the back. What the hell are you going on here?
You know what I saw the other day that was hilarious? It was at the thrift store. Someone made purses out of bras. And I started to buy them, but then I said, no, people might not want old
Actually, those
bras.
sell very well.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
They're the cutest little thing.
It was a fad in the 90s.
Really?
Little thing. My God. Some of these, I've seen some. Not that I go looking for them, but you could hold a bowling ball. You can make bowling ball bags out of some of these things.
Well, these were like cute petite ones. It wasn't,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like
So shocked
big.
me
44
so
double
much.
D's or nothing.
Some of them shocked me so much. I got to call Sand. Look at this, Sandy. Come here. What the hell is that?
Yeah. Did you ever tell them it's clothing, not appliances? I don't understand that.
Okay, Penny, it's a deal. I hope you stay motivated. She'll be like, "Don't ever invite me to another YouTube auction you ever have again because I'm tired of you telling me to keep listing." No.
Yeah, that wouldn't help me either. I'd be like, no. You list. You list. I wouldn't. I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I had
think
it to the point where I was listing 5 a day till I had 20 a day, and then I stopped.
I listed, I think 8 items the other night, and I did it here on the computer, saved it as a draft, opened up my phone, opened the draft, laid the item in front of me, took the 3 pictures, and listed it. I found that was very easy than taking the pictures, putting it on a disc, and doing all that happy hoo ha stuff.
Yeah. It's easier for me to list on my phone anyway.
Yep.
I find it's easier to do it from your phone and then go in later to the actual website and then upload that way.
And edit it and stuff. Yeah, because now you got to make that circle turn blue,
Mm-hmm.
because that'll raise you in the whatchamacallits. I still like the old days when there was no pictures and stuff. We used to list the thing, and the money used to come in with the coins and stuff in the envelope taped to a piece of paper, or the money or the postal money orders and stuff.
Okay, Penny, I'm gonna start texting you every day. What did you list today?
Hmm.
Well, folks, I'm tired.
I hear you. I'm getting there too. I'm past that already, but
Yeah,
it was
I'm
good talking to
exhausted
you.
actually. Hey, the pleasure was mine.
All right. Good night, Queen.
Good night. Good night, everyone.
Good
I'm
night.
so glad we had this time together and many more. Later, all.
Later.
That was cool. Yeah, because I really never talked to her, so that was good. This is one reason too that I like to do the interviews on the channel, because right now it's Penny in the chat or Mike or Pages in the chat, and that's what everybody sees. But when it's on screen, like instead of on the chat, well, there's Dolly. So tell us about Dolly. Now you can put a face to a name, and everybody gets to meet you, and that's what I like about it. So it just expands the chat more, I feel.
He's doing some CIA missions right there. We got to get on to him.
Yeah.
Hello, swamp picker.
Turn what circle blue when you're. Oh, can I do it from here?
Probably not, because it's only on your cell phone.
No, it's not.
Oh, it is mine, because it doesn't do anything on eBay. I went on the website for mine. I just list it and it's done.
Yeah, no, you can list it, but you need to get the blue. Oh, I need to put this on this screen. Share screen. I didn't know this was going to be a teaching expedition. All right. Edit. Oh, let me go back, because somebody was on Jason's show saying I can't get the circle blue on action figures. So here's eBay. If everybody can see it, okay. See this?
Oh, yeah.
It's not blue, because you got to do this the year. It's not a convention piece. So most of the people, if you just enter your own, but it's not a convention piece, so you put no, that gave us a little bit more. There's no body part, it's the full figure, so they leave this alone. But I just write in complete, accessory type, extra head. It's always good to have an extra head. Product line, Marvel Legends, and there you go. Now it's all blue.
Sorry, people.
And this is all I have. You could see that I don't have much. This is an old listing for me that I just kept redoing. Condition is new. Will ship in a. Yes, I'm a 2-finger typer. Padded envelope. I like to say that. Buy it now. Required instant. No, but I have to make sure that sales tax is always. I always have to check sales tax for some reason.
You can actually go and have that pre-filled.
I try, and every time I come back to it, it's off.
Yeah, I've done the same thing too, Dolly, and I'm like him. For some reason, certain things won't come through, and I got to check through the whole thing. And that's the other reason why I got away from eBay, because it just got so tiring. It's like, I'm not going to be putting up 10, 20 items, and I got to check through every listing to make sure everything's there. I'm like, if their thing can't work on my computer, then forget it. I'm not going to bother.
I don't have that issue.
Yes, Pages. So I know it's under £1, so it's first class, but they always say you should always give somebody the choice for priority in case they need it for a birthday present or whatever. So I do that. I do not use global shipping because it's very expensive for the people. So, but I'll do, it'll go worldwide. standard if it's under 2 pounds. Ours is 1 pound. I put the size of the envelope, the weight. I don't offer a discount. Update the listing. Now it's all blue and you're all good to go. So exposure is based on how much of that circle is blue. Yeah, you want it to be totally blue. That's the search algorithm. You want it to be totally blue because that gets you up there.
I don't know if the other thing I heard that's true is that if you put, I know, but unicorns are real. If you put best offer, it moves you up the list to be seen, even though you're not taking best offers. I've heard that from a lot of people and I've found out a few times when I've gone on eBay, like someone will say they got this toy, the new King Kong one. It's $50 or best offer. So I'll say 40, and it says nope, they rejected it. So then I'm like, all right, 45. Nope, they rejected that. I'm like, well, what do you want? 49? I'm like, that's stupid. That's a stupid best offer. $1 off. But I found out from a few other people, they said by putting on the best offer, it moves you up the list to be seen when you just type in, King Kong toy. It makes that come up quicker.
I had never heard that. But Penny said, would you not ship that in a box? I will now, Penny, because I have boxes, die cut. If you know what a die cut box is, it's one that you fold and it locks in itself. I have them specially for Marvel Legends figures. So I forgot about that. Normally, though, there is a couple of figures that are 15 ounces because of like him, they're so big that they're like right on the edge of being a pound. If I put it in a box, it's well over a pound. So just to be safe, I say I'm going to ship it in a padded envelope. And then if you want it in a box, it'll go prior.
Like this, the Batman where he's like Doomsday. He weighs like a pound or so.
Yep.
So what is GSP or GPS?
GSP, Global Shipping Program.
Oh, okay.
You ship it to Kentucky and they take it from there, but the buyer's paying a lot of money. The difference in shipping for you just to ship it international is, I heard it's like a third less than the global shipping. But the good thing for you is you're shipping it domestic. Other than that, you can't print a 4x6 label. Mm-hmm. Now when you ship it international, it's on the regular printer, in half, 3 copies, sign one, put it in the bag and go.
Yeah, I know what it is now. I just never heard of it in the initials. That's why I was asking to be sure.
Exactly, Penny. Exactly. I usually do 1% promoted listings. Only because, huh?
I do that too.
Yeah, only because if like I'm doing a lot of toys, so if there are 100 or 200 toys listed, and we're all about the same price, all 100 people are not promoting their listing. So if there's 50 of us that are doing 1%, now I have a 1 in 50 chance other than a 1 in 200 chance to get it sold.
Ice cream.
When I international printer, not through GSP. Oh, I can't get the label down that much frozen. I have to ship it on the regular printer because there's all that type. And you should look at that on the left-hand side. What do you want them to do with the package if they can't deliver it in that country? And I always check off, you return it to the sender. Otherwise, they'll just destroy it. What is in there? What's the value? And I don't always put the value. If it's $50, sometimes I will put $15 so they don't get dinged with a
Sales tax.
no, it's called VAT. Well, yeah, value added tax or customs fees
Right, custom fees.
during Christmas. I mean, I've gone so far, and this is just me. I'm not saying everybody should do this. I've gone so far as I've had a couple of customers that buy from me regularly from another country. I'll even write happy birthday on the box, and it just goes right through. They don't check it, they don't look at it or whatever. During Christmas, I always write happy Christmas, Merry Christmas or whatever. Hope you enjoy the gifts right on the outside of the box. So they don't, there's no question.
And pages, yep, that's the same thing that's happened to me. They have it at $19.99. They counter offer with $19 or, like you said, $19.90. It's like, that's why I'm like, I guess it's true then that by them putting a best offer, it moves them up when someone does a search for that item.
Yeah. It's all in the barcode. Not the ones that I do frozen. I still have to sign it. I have to check the boxes. I mean, most of the other stuff is country of origin, country of manufacture, what it is, that stuff, yeah. But on the left-hand side of that label, and the labels typically, I can get it down to a 4x6, but the barcode won't be scannable. They always tell me that it's compressed too much. So I just do it on a half sheet of paper. And you can get the free 2-up labels from UPS. You can get, I think they'll send you a pack of 100 free. Anywhere. I'll do Pirate Ship. I'll do PayPal, eBay, wherever. What I hate is when they send you a half price offer on the first day listed. Yep.
Yeah, everybody's looking to get it real cheap so they can make the high dollar.
Right.
Well, if I'm buying something on eBay, 99% of the time it's for me. It's not for resale. And right now, the only thing that I'm basically going after right now is I'm watching the Spider-Man comics because I'm trying to finish the collection or at least get, some of the numbers whittled down. But I'm like, if they're going to turn around, like we said, here it is, it's, issue 46 and they want $50 a best offer. I say, I'll give you 40. And they're like, no, I want 48. It's like, for $2? What are you, stupid? That's not a best offer. That's not any kind of discount for me. Guess what? You can keep your book, and 9 out of 10 times lately what's been happening is eBay will send me an email saying they dropped it just for you, 20%. So now I'm getting it less than the $48 that he asked. And I'm like, no. And I'm like, eBay's they're trying to make sales. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to help you.
Right.
I'm like, you wanted to be jerks the first time? Then guess what? Eat the damn thing, relist it again. And guess what? 9 out of 10 times you relist it at a cheaper price. And I get it even cheaper.
You be the one I don't sell to, Jerry. No, I'm just kidding.
Like I said, when it's for me, I'm like, hey, if I can get it for the best price for me, because I'm like, there, it's done and I'm over. But if I'm reselling it, I understand. But but to say it's a best offer and you're going to knock $2-3 off, I'm like, what are you doing? That's ridiculous.
Right.
You're just wasting everybody's time here.
Exactly. True.
Well, hello, Bill.
Hi, Bill.
Well, guys, I'm going to get off here because I need to go get some dinner. So.
All right, Dolly.
See you guys later.
Thanks for coming in.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See you guys tomorrow.
All right, everybody. I think I'm going to go to
bed.
Thanks for coming in. Thanks, Jerry, and thanks,
No
everybody.
problem.
Thanks
I
for
just
coming.
thought it was funny. I just happened to say, I said, I wonder if there's anybody, because there was nobody on most of the day. Like you or Cajun, nobody. So I was like, wow, it's all
I
dead.
was on the computer. I just wasn't on
Yeah.
there.
And
I was
all of a sudden I
listening.
saw you were on. I said, oh, Paul's on. What's he talking about?
No, I was listening to a couple of people about, your algorithms and your counts and all that. It's like, oh damn. And then it got too in depth and I said, all right, I can't concentrate. But all I'm doing is moving files from one system to another. So even just that little stuff was bothering me. But
we're sorry, Bill, but I mean, we've been on for what, 2 hours now?
no, really?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
See, it says the time in the corner, 2 hours and 1 minute.
Wow, time goes by really fast. Did you get a storm? Because when I first started, it was thunder and lightning.
Raining here.
Wow. All right, everybody. Thank you.
Hi, peoples.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming in. Where are we?